What's up, advocates? My name is Vince Perry, and I am the commercial claims advocate and also owner and CEO of Elite Resolutions, a public adjusting firm. Now, today what I'm going to show you is what we like to call the Elite Claims process. It's basically all in this book. It's a broken down process that I have taken almost 14 years now to put together, and I realized like around in year 10, it was time to take all of these processes and put them on paper, and we started implementing them into our firm, and it has worked wonders. And really, it all started because in the beginning of my career, not only was it very difficult to find the work, but once I found the work, honestly, it was very difficult to get paid. I was wondering why the claims would drag on for so long. I was wondering why the claims would get denied and we'd have to go to litigation, or even if they got denied and there was no chance in litigation. When you walk into a house, it's very hard to tell if you have a good loss or if you don't have a good loss, whether it's a good claim or not a good claim, whether it's worth it for the policyholder or if it's even worth it for us as public adjusters. And I ran into this problem time and time again. On top of that, without having any kind of process down, I lacked a lot of confidence in actually speaking with the insurance company on a daily basis over the phone or at inspections. And I realized when I started to write everything down and I put everything into a process, all of it started sort of to come together because every claim, although different, is somewhat the same. And what I've been able to do is basically put everything together. And what I want to teach you right here, right now, in this video is exactly what is in this book. I'm going to give you a nice bird's eye view of what's going on in this book and our process. So let me start by telling you what the book is all about. Basically, it's broken down into three parts. Part one is the life of a claim in its simplest form, okay? In part one, we're going to go through basically really fast in just the first 10 pages or so, we go through all of it, okay? We go through how the claim gets inspected, how the claim gets filed, what happens after you file the claim, what goes on if there's a dispute in the claim, and what goes on if the claim gets paid or if the claim gets denied. We try to give you a nice simple form of just sort of how the claim is going to run. Pretty much every claim is always the same, okay? And then basically what we're going to go into along in that part one is we're going to go deep dive, okay? After we do the life of the claim in its simplest form, that's when you're going to get the process, okay? So I don't know, probably around page 11 or 12 or so, we're going to go deep dive. Basically, we're going to start over and we're going to go back to where it all starts, which is the public adjuster's initial inspection or even a contractor. This is when we go into the home or we go into the building and we start looking around and we start asking ourselves questions and we start asking the policyholders questions and we start to get a whole story and a whole map of basically what's going to be going on in this claim. Once you're able to ask yourself the right questions and then also ask the policyholder the right questions, you start to develop an actual game plan of how this claim is going to go, because not every claim is the same. The life of the claim is the same, but the details are not. And what we're going to go over in this book are the specific questions that you need to ask yourself and also ask the insured, ask the policyholder to make sure that everybody has an understanding of how this claim is going to go. We're also going to go into the claim investigation. Okay, we're going to go into how you're supposed to take photos, the top 5 documents that you're supposed to put together to make sure you have a complete file. Along with that, I'm going to teach you our workflow. I'm going to teach you our workflow of how we organize our files, follow up with the insurance company, how often we follow up with the insurance company, and we're going to go over how we put pressure on the insurance company to make sure that they've got everything that they need to make a coverage decision. Because if you've got a limit of time, or if the insurance company has a limit of time to settle the claim, whatever that limit, probably it's too much. Because once you've provided everything to the insurance company that we teach you in this book, there's no reason why they should be taking longer. And I'm going to teach you in this book exactly what to provide the insurance company and how often to follow up with them. And we're going to teach you our workflow. I'm actually going to tell you here the CRM that we use and how we have it all organized. It's very important. And then we're going to go also deep dive into the 4 different alternative dispute resolution methods, and I'm going to give you its advantages and its disadvantages to either going to appraisal, mediation, requesting a supplement, or if you end up having to use a lawyer and go to litigation. In this book, I'm going to break all that stuff down so you know when you have a particular claim, whether you want to take that risk in mediation or take that risk in appraisal. I'm going to break down to you here exactly what those things are and which route you should go to. That's not it, okay? Part one is just the life of the claim. Part one is just our commercial claims, or our elite claims process. Part one is everything that you need to know in detail about an insurance claim. Part two, you're going to love even more. Part two is basically the path that I took to more than 6 figures in income, 6 figures in revenue, even with a split. I did not have my own firm when I came up with this process. I was actually working for somebody else. And even with the split that I had to give up, I was able to get to a large amount of money well into the 6-figure income. And I'm going to teach you exactly my process and how I did that. The amount of networking events that I went to, the amount of networking groups that I joined, the specific kinds of contractors that you need to meet, how often I met with them one-to-one. Did I meet with them for lunch or did I meet with them for coffee? Because there's a difference between the two, and you should do one or the other. Okay. I'm also going to tell you about all the people that I had to call on my phone, through Facebook, through Instagram, through text, through email. I'm going to tell you exactly what I did to get my name out there, to make sure I was meeting enough people on a weekly basis so that I can start generating the referrals, which ultimately start generating the revenue that I needed to take care of myself and my family. You're going to see my schedule. I have a weekly schedule that I have in this book that tells you exactly what my week looked like. This is before I was actually working claims. It was nothing but networking, meeting people, shaking hands, and kissing babies is what we say. And I was just getting my name out there. So you're going to see my weekly calendar. And then what's even better, as you see, if you go look at Commercial Claims Advocate or the Commercial Claims Show on YouTube, you could see that we have a significant amount of social media. I'm going to teach you how I was able to start the social media process, what my goal was every single day to make sure I came out with a piece of content, the specific kind of content that I wanted to come out with to make sure people heard me, people saw me when scrolling through their social media. I'm going to tell you how I did it, and I'm also going to explain to you the benefits of hiring a virtual assistant, which I will explain in this book. But that's not it. I don't know what's better. If it's the life of the claim and our commercial and our elite claims process that's better than maybe how I was able to get to well into 6 figures, or the end of the book, templates. Actual templates that we use at Elite Resolutions to this day, that we use to follow up with the insurance company, that we use to file the initial claim, that we use to send disputes, that we use to push the insurance company to actually make a payment and make a coverage decision on the claim. There's a good amount of templates in this book that you will be able to use right off the bat to make sure that you can start using these templates, as long as you change your letterhead, so you could send to the insurance company and you can use it yourself, plus some example letters that you could use, that you could read through, so that you could see how I communicate with the insurance company to put the pressure on them to make the coverage decision. Guys, it's an amazing book. It's an amazing thing. And frankly, if you really want help with this, if you really want to get this book, well, you can purchase this. If you just click the link below, you click right here, we're offering the ebook, and the ebook only for $47. If you want the upsell, we can do it for $97, but I'm telling you, you're going to get a great deal of valuable information just by getting the PDF book. The PDF version of this is just for you to go ahead, scroll around, take a look at it at your convenience. It's great to have it right there when you have to send an email to the insurance company. You could have that template right there and there for you. And then what's even better, because it just keeps getting better, I want you guys, my goal here in my life and in this business and in everything that we do, which should be yours as well, is to always try to provide 10 times the amount of value. So although this is $47, it's really $470 worth of value, because on top of this PDF book that you're going to get, you're also going to get access to our Facebook group. That's it right there. Just by becoming part of the Facebook group, you become part of the Commercial Claims Advocates, of an elite group of advocates that are coming together to fight, to make sure that we are sharing ideas, that we're talking shop, and that we're trying to better each other so that we can be better equipped to challenge the insurance company, to defend our clients, to get them the money that they need to put their most prized possession back together again. Guys, it's a great offer. I know that you're going to get a lot of it. Just click the link below. You put your information in there. It's completely secure. It's $47 for the ebook, $97 for the physical book. I think you're going to get a lot out of it. And if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. I'll be happy to clear anything out for you and help you however I can. So guys, good luck on this journey. The fact that you have gone this far tells me that you really want to take your career to the next level. And anybody that wants to take their career to the next level, I respect and I'm willing to help. So good luck, everybody. Again, my name is Vince Perry. I am the Commercial Claims Advocate, and I'm owner and CEO of Elite Resolutions, and I look forward to meeting you and speaking to you in the near future. Thank you.